continuing what we were doing yesterday, which is the very exciting thing of trying to beat fight the solar eclipse over and over and over and over again until we get the pet from the Izor. Now we're trying to get 100%. We're trying to get all the pets, basically all of the pets in the achievement for the 1.3 update. The 1.3 update could happen tomorrow, could happen today, could happen a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. But probably no more than 3 weeks. If they get into the fourth quarter, there's a lot of people that will be understanding. But there'll also be a lot of people who will be mad. But it is the countdown to 1.3 update. I made a video, the countdown to 1.3 for one of the videos on the Let's Play channel on YouTube, and it got a lot of views, or at least for our channel it did. Other channels that would be like a devastating amount of views, like so low, but for us, like, it's got like 200, 300, which for starting out is pretty good. And it could ramp up to like 500 or 1,000 or something. But yeah, so I'm trying to get all the pets before because I have 2 achievements left. I have to get all the pets, and then I have to spread corruption to 50% of the world. Now the corruption one's not going to change. In fact, it's going to get easier with the 1.3 update. But the pets one, there's probably going to be new pets that will be introduced in the 1.3, and I don't want to have to bother to get them as well. I've got like 4 or 5. Here's an Izor. They're super rare. Did I get anything at all? Bollocks. Okay. Here we go. Nope, nothing. Here's another Izor. Please. Please give me something. Yeah, he's supposed to draw a pet. I forget what the name of it is, but it basically looks like an eyeball. And it's a Neversoft logo looking type of eyeball. Which I think out of all the pets is pretty cool. Now there's at least 2 pets, I think there might be 3, that can do damage. There's Werewolf, I think that one does the most, and then there's Zombie, and I think the other one is the Vampire Bat. It'd be interesting to try to fight pre-hard mode. Now hard mode, it would take forever and it would time out before you could even beat him. But pre-hard mode you might be able to beat, especially ones like the Slime King, which is probably the easiest enemy in the game. And easiest boss enemy. It's barely a boss, really. And another thing I'm looking forward to is next tax return. We've got a lot of plans. We can't promise anything, but we got a lot of plans. We're planning on either getting a new gaming computer that we can just play game stuff on. We're debating, because I'm a noob when it comes to computers and like hardware and setting up and building a computer and all this stuff, and so I'm very new to all that. So I'm not, and because of that, we're debating on whether to turn my old computer and just get all the parts that would be necessary, like get a better CPU and get better RAM, like 8 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes with the RAM, and get a better graphics card. Whether that would be better or not long term. Because I was looking how much it costs to buy a decent CPU, and that costs like $200 or $300 plus the like $100 to have it professionally installed. Because I could look up tutorials and I could install it, but I don't want to take that risk and void the warranty. So, I mean, if I had more free time on my hands, I would just, pay someone to teach me the ways, young Jedi Master. And then I would learn, and then I would be able to do it on my own. If I had more free time, I could learn how to do that, and that would be awesome, actually. But I might do that in the future, depending on how things go, how much free time I'll have on my hands and stuff. But so about $300 give or take for each part, so that's about $900. And we can get a decent gaming computer for $900. So we're debating on whether we should probably just turn in the try to sell the computer, the one I have right now, just like format it, like just erase all the stuff on it. We got a portable hard drive that we got, luckily. So just put everything on that, everything that I got, and then just sell the old one, and then use that money towards getting a new one, a new gaming computer. And that way, hopefully, if things go really well, Michelle and I can both have a gaming computer. If we have to decide which one gets the gaming computer, though, it's just definitely going to be Michelle, because I can play console games all the time. So if one of us has to get one, if we can only get one, then she's the one that's going to get it, because she can play Stardew and stream Stardew Valley, like when I'm at work, you know, and stuff like that. And so when I'm not working, when I'm working, she could be streaming and stuff, and vice versa. Eventually, when both of us. So that'll be really great if she gets stream Stardew Valley, and then she can find other great games on Steam. That's the thing. That's a great thing about PC. My whole life, I've always been a console guy, but one of the good things about PC I found out is, yeah, it costs a lot to have a good running PC that has the good RAM and the good graphics card and this good CPU that's going to run it efficiently, especially if you're going to record. And once you've got that, there's a lot of games that are cheap or free. Like there's so many games I want to play on PC that I would like to play. Like ones that I could technically, even if I do it right, I could do it on my computer and record even on the current one I got right now. The current one I got's got like 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's got like a AMD Radeon graphics card, which is like a low level, like mid level or low mid level graphics card, and it's got like, I can't remember the CPU processor, but I think we paid like $800 for it or something, or $500. So if we can sell it for like $300, and then, you know, pay the remaining like $700 or so for a good, decent starter gaming computer. Eventually, when we get enough money, if we save up enough money, because I'm very much about reinvesting in the channel. Like if we can. Like, if you can afford it, just always reinvest in the channel, make things bigger, better, every day. Not so much as bigger, but just always improving every day. We're thinking about doing an hour stream tomorrow, starting from 8 till to 9. And the reason for that is we're trying to get Twitch affiliate. And we got a lot of followers and stuff, which is pretty good, but we're not getting enough average viewers. And so, you know, I think it's broken down by how much you have per that time. So if you have a shorter amount of time, and enough people come in within that time, that will boost up the average viewers. Now we're not thinking about doing, we might not do this long term, but we're just trying to get to the 3 average viewers that's required for the Twitch affiliate. Once we get Twitch affiliate, then we could do it, you know, whatever we want, really. But just every other criteria we've met and exceeded. Like, we got over 50 followers for sure, and we stream more than enough hours per week. We stream at least 2 every day, 7 days a week. So that's at least 14 hours at the very least. And then, like on the days off, I stream like 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes if we're doing really good, you know, and not too much distractions or errands going on or anything like that, I can stream for 9, 12 hours. Nothing yet. I'm gonna keep doing this. I did this for a long time yesterday too, so. And I checked and verified it was listed on the achievements help thing there. It's really crazy right now where we are, because it's really hot. It's been really hot, like in the upper 90s and even in the hundreds. Hi, Boliviano Mystic. Got the eyes. How's your day going? You doing okay? I'm trying to get the Izor pet from the Izor. He rarely shows up. He's a zombie with a big Cyclops eye, and he shoots lasers. It's a rare drop, like 6%. It's not as rare as the lizard egg. The lizard egg I'm going to have to set up AFK farm, and I know I will have to because it's less than 1% for the lizard egg drop. But luckily, a lot more of the lizard eggs show up. The tough part about the Izor is not so much that it's a rare drop, but it's a rare enemy. So it's a combination that is kind of semi-rare of a drop, like 6%, but it's also that there's another Izor. Darn. So it's a combination that it's a rare drop, and here we go. So what I'll do is I'll use Swamp Thing. Here we go. Yeah, so you get so many Swamp Things and Frankensteins and all this stuff, but there's only so many Izors that pop up. Like I've seen on average like maybe 3 per solar eclipse. And what I've done is I've done this plan where I turn off autosave, and I saved it right when I got the solar eclipse. So if I don't get anything, this is also a useful tip if you're trying to get the Terrorblade for the first time. And if you use the duplication glitch, all you need is one broken hero sword for it, and then you just duplicate that as many times as you need. But yeah, it's a useful trick for not just that, but for anything. You know, it's a good trick to have. If you hear that in the background, that's the cat and the dog. Go. Swamp Thing, Vampire. The cool thing about the vampires, if you use a stake launcher, it does like 1,000 damage or more. It does like crazy damage to the vampire, which I wish it could be like that. In my opinion, one of the things that the vampire should drop, I don't know. But it's like I've said this before, I wish I could mod the vampire knives and make them like deal like twice as much damage, and then also home in on enemies. And of course, auto fire. Anything that doesn't auto fire automatically loses a lot of points for me because it's so much easier. You don't have to use your arms as much or hands as much. There's another Izor. Please drop the... Nope. Yeah, I did this like 8 times yesterday. So there's a lot of pets that are going to be tough to get. There's this pet, there's the freaking fish from the ice chest, which I still haven't gotten. Then there's the toy sled from the ice mimic and the hardboat snow biome. So that's 3. And then there's the beeswax one, which should be pretty easy. You just have to fight some hornets in the jungle. So about 4 or 5 pets left. If I can get this one today, if I can at least get this one. So far, that's been my average, about 1 pet per day. Because we're getting down to the super hard pet. I thought the bone key was honestly going to be the toughest, so I started with that one. I thought that one was going to be the toughest one. It turns out it is tough. The setup is tough, but once you get in the groove, you're fine. What are you doing, you crazy dog? What are you doing? Yep, there's a broken hero sword. If only that was an Izor pet, I swear. Is it just me, or is the swamp thing when it's like the banner thing looks like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas? It's getting close to threshold tightness. Yep. I'm gonna have to start all over again, guys. Yay! So much fun. No. Yeah, like if it was up to me, what would happen, what would be really cool as an upgrade is if you get the moonstone from the vampire, and then you can mix that with like the goblin tinker thing, mix that with the vampire knives to make like the Dracula knives, and then that could be the one that does like super high, like twice as much damage and homes in on enemies. That'd be cool. Ah, here's the other eyes. Here we go. Nope, still nothing. I just keep thinking about the 1.3 update. It's crazy. I'm ripping right through these guys. I swear, when I get this pet, I am duplicating it a bunch of times, just like I did with the other rare ones that I got. First thing I'm gonna do when we get the update is I'm gonna go for the solar tower first. Well, we gotta beat the lunatic cultist. Then after that, we gotta beat the solar tower run. And once we do that, I'll duplicate that a bunch of times. If the duplication glitch isn't patched by then, I hope not. I hope it won't be patched, but if it is, then we'll just do the best we can. See, I get in the moonstone, all this stuff, but can't get the freaking Eyesore pet. And then I'll make the daybreak and the solar eruption, and that's gonna be awesome. I'm still trying to figure out which one I'm gonna like more, because the daybreak does more damage, but I think the solar eruption is just gonna be easier. Now, if one of them's auto fire, I'm obviously gonna go with the auto fire one. Like, if they're both auto fire, then it's just a matter of just testing them out and seeing which one I like better. If I had to say, I'd probably go with the solar eruption. Just the daybreak does more damage, but I think the solar eruption is going to be easier to use. And it's kind of like the Flareon, except it doesn't have bubbles. But I think the movement speed of the projectile of the Flareon is kind of similar. There, that was the Izor, but it came from that one. Hi, Pepe. How's my boo?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not Michelle. Hi. Hi, buddy.
I just defeated the weather storm in Minecraft Story Mode, but I came back to life.
Cool.
Now I'm on level 2.
Cool. Good job, buddy. Don't let the cat out. It's funny, yeah. Michelle told me that before I moved in and everything, Connor wasn't in the video games. Now he's now he's into video games. It's funny. He's a good boy. He has his moments, but he's a good boy. Everybody does, though. Izor, give me your pet. Give me your eye, Izor. Nope. I could very well go through this whole stream and not even get it. And I wish I was joking, but I'm serious. Go. Yep. I gotta do it again, guys. Gotta do it again. Shoot. Alright, this is gonna be the 3rd time just for this stream. I'm really debating on whether I should try to set up like a little AFK thing with like Pro Raven staff and stuff, but make it easier, like build kind of like a small pit. I got the moonstone right from the start. Wish I had that kind of luck with the Izor. That would have been awesome if it popped up right then. I wish I had that kind of luck. There you go. And you're like, I wish I have a long, long, happy life with Michelle and her family. That's what I wish afterward. And a better world for everybody. Ah, here we go, Izor. Make me mad. It's only a 6%. Dang, it's not like it's just like below 6. It's not like it's below 1%. Like, if it was below 1%, my God, that'd be nearly impossible. So yeah, I'm debating on whether I should, like, if I don't get it this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the raven staff from another one and make like a little pit, and then have the ravens inside the pit thing to make a little arch.
I thought you
Hi,
told me
baby.
to try on
Vlog cam?
yeah.
What is it? Ooh, seaweed.
roasted.
I've had that
Oh,
before.
never mind then.
I like it though. Thank you. How much?
I like that before, Patrick.
I love it.
I love it so much too.
I
Ooh, oh.
miss my boo.
I guess.
I did. Yeah, Connor came in. I'm like, my boo is home. I love my boo. And then he's like, I beat the thing on the. I'm like, no. And they went.
I was gonna say I love you too.
Yeah, that would have been extra creepy. Yeah. I still haven't gotten that pet yet from the thing. I've got 3 viewers though. Hi viewers. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. I'm trying to get the pet from the Izor, which is a 6% drop. The tough part is the Izor is a really rare enemy, so he doesn't pop up that much in the solar eclipse. I miss my. I love my baby. Just 2 more days, Pepe. There's 2 more, and it's gonna cool down from here. Tonight's gonna get lower. I think like 70 degrees. Last night it was like 80 something. At nighttime, it was hot at night. Yeah, so I'm thinking after this time, if I don't get it again, what I'll do is I'll get water candles and I'll get like a shelf and get the whole thing and create like a small pit.
Yeah.
Do it super quick, you know, so to save time. Then once I build it, save it, and then that way I can just have the ravens there. That's how I should do it or not. I know the water candles would definitely help with the enemy spawn rate. I'm pretty sure, unless solar eclipse is not affected by that. I'm not sure. You know what a bone feather is? Yeah, I got one. I got a bone feather. It's you can use to make skeleton wings, if I remember right. There's also a fire feather, or I think something along those lines, for the you can get from the Red Devil and make flame wings, which are really cool. Thank you for joining the stream, Carly Snow. How's your day going? I hope you're doing good. Ah, here's another Izor. Please let this be the one. Please. Nope. Thank you for getting the energy drink for me, Papa.
Can I bring it in?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Boo. I appreciate my Papa. So yeah, we'll definitely be covering the 1.3 update. Michelle's gonna play with me, huh, Michelle?
Yep.
We're gonna try to beat the solar eclipse mode together.
And we're gonna try and change the layout of the Twitch too.
Yep. Yeah, we gotta work on those bios.
Well, I want to make it so we don't see the chat on the TV.
Yeah.
Or we can set up my little laptop,
And
like right by the Blue Yeti or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
watch the chat there and have the screen bigger.
that way it could be, that way they can see
We can
you
be
and
side
me.
by side, yeah.
That's a good idea. When is 1.3 console? Now
No.
that is a tough thing. Now they said second quarter, but then that got drawn out till third quarter. Right now, so first quarter in business terms is January, February, and March. That's first quarter. So second quarter is April, May, June. Third quarter is July, August, September. And it's currently September, so they're on the last month of the third quarter, and that's when they said they would have it. So unless they delay it once again and get it to fourth quarter, which is October, November, December, if they get it to that, then people will be really mad. Now I definitely respect the fact that they're quality first. They won't sacrifice quality to get things, you know, on a certain time. They would rather have it super late, you know, well beyond their projected time, and have it be quality rather than release it early and have a bunch of bugs that people will complain about. Yeah, that's why I released a video on YouTube, on the Let's Play channel, saying countdown to 1.3, because the odds are fairly good that it's got to be this time. Because as much as they're about quality, I don't think they want to risk getting people that mad. Where, you know, extending beyond the third quarter, okay. Beyond the second quarter, that's, you know, okay. You need a couple more months to figure it out. But then extending beyond the third into the fourth quarter, that's really late. And I think when people aren't so much mad that it's coming out really late, it's that they projected it very wrong. They had nowhere near idea. They had nowhere near they had no idea, like, what Like, being 3 months late on something, that's crazy. It's 2 months and something right now, but still. So they're just, I respect their attention to quality. It's just the ability to predict when it's coming out. That's what I think a lot of people have criticism with. The fact that, you know, had they said third quarter right away, and you know, and it would have gotten out by third quarter, then that's fine. But because then people said, okay, third quarter, they're going to release it early third quarter then, because they just need a little bit of an extension. But now it's like 2 full months of extension that they've had in addition to what they originally projected. And I can imagine they probably don't have, you know, I don't know what it's like to be them. I really don't. I imagine the workload's got to be crazy. And I don't know the first thing about programming at all.
Okay.
But I imagine they probably not, they might be short staffed, might be pulling all-nighters and 14-hour shifts or 18-hour shifts or something. So what's going on, Boo?
So I talked to my friend that's sending us the soap.
Yeah.
And I told him that we would do a review of the soap on our vlog channel.
Uh-huh.
And he said if we do a review of the soap on the vlog channel, they'll post a video on her shop.
Wow. That's awesome.
It's kind of like collabing, but I'm paying for it, you know?
Yeah, it's a double, yeah.
So
That'll be good for both of us. It'll be advertising for us and advertising for them, yeah.
Is the chocolate stick for me?
Sure, I'll be right back, guys. Love you too, Bebe.
We're collabing.
Two more days. 2 more. And I'm really excited about saving up for this vasectomy. It sounds weird, I know, but having a whole week off of work and, you know, and everything, it's gonna be great. It probably won't be till November, though. But yeah, the fact that I get to conquer my own demons and that's gonna be really good. It's gonna be one of those things where, like, the scary, I don't know about you, baby, but what scares me is the anticipation of things. It's the same thing when I used to donate blood and donate platelets and stuff. And the toughest part wasn't like waiting there while they were drawing the blood, it was getting the needle into the vein. That once the needle was in the vein and we're all secured and good to go, we're fine. I'm fine. It's just the anticipation, okay, they're gonna jam it in my vein and mess my vein up and do all that. You know, it's you build things up in your head. You think about all the bad things that could go wrong, and it's kind of like the same thing with the lift hill on a roller coaster. That hill that you go up, click, 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 click. Especially on Goliath, man, that's a nightmare. If you ever go to Six Flags and go on Goliath, I'm very lucky that I went during night, not the daytime. Because if I went on the daytime, I might have had an aneurysm from the. But I went on X during the daytime, and that was scary enough. But Goliath, man, that lift. Talk about lift hills and long, drawn-out lift hills. Goliath is like. You feel like you're going up there forever, like you're gonna go up into the heavens, and especially at night when all you see is the cityscape lights and just lights of the city, and you see the stars, and they kind of blend together. And the other scary thing about Goliath too is X. You have this shoulder harness over, and you can kind of grab on, and and you feel more secure. But with Goliath, you had this itty bitty, teeny tiny lap bar. Nothing to hold on to hardly at all, and if you hold on to it at all, it's at your waist level, so you don't really feel that secure. In my opinion, those are the two scariest things about Goliath: is the freaking lift hill, and then the freaking lap bar. Those, it's scary, man. But it's the anticipation, you know. Once you get in the drop, like once I get into the groove of things, then that's when it's like, oh, I can handle this. Because it very rarely is as bad as I build it up in my head to be. And the fear and anticipation of something, it's kind of like an old quote that fear makes the wolf bigger than it actually is. I can't remember who said that, but I've always liked that quote. But yeah, so I imagine when I get, like, it's a very minor surgery. The guy has a pickaxe and everything, but but it's gonna be crazy because they're probably gonna have a local anesthetic down there, and then but you'll still feel it. It's kind of like the dentist when you have the shot, and everything. You can still feel it, but it's just more of like a numb thing. It's kind of like when your foot falls asleep, and you can still feel it, but you don't feel it nearly as much. It's kind of numbed. So I imagine that's how it's going to be. It's going to be like my foot. It's like my foot is falling asleep, only it's my balls. Then it's the healing afterwards and the checking to see if anything's still coming out. It's going to be an interesting week, and I'm timing it just in time for my birthday too, my 30th birthday, the big 30, the third life crisis, the part where you start to realize your own.
Where you're going to want younger women.
No, the part where you start to realize your own mortality. I've got more than enough vitality to being with you, baby. No one can compete with my food. I feel young. I feel much more young being with you. I know, but I still feel young.
Big fat old lady.
Baby, you're not old and you're not fat. You are a lady, though. You're beautiful, baby. You are. Louise is like looking at me. You talking to me?
Yes, you're a lady too. You're not going to be for long, but you are.
2 viewers. Yeah. 2.
As long as we can keep this up.
What? Keep what up? Oh yeah.
1.
Yeah. What I wish is like we could come up, like if we could come up with another game that people would come in to see, because every other game we played, like Minecraft, Resident Evil 7, Crash Bandicoot, Stardew, every other game we play doesn't bring in as many people. Now, eventually, when we get Overcooked or Don't Starve, which is ironic if we were gonna get both, don't cook and Overcooked and Don't Starve. One's about cooking, one's about not eating, one's about not starving. That's funny. But yeah, so right, it's like I said, we can't promise anything, but that's the rough idea. The rough plan is to get it done in November. Now, we could wait till December and call it the Jingle Balls Marathon, which I think would be funny, but we made a funny joke with Sheep Fuzz yesterday that she said, tried the ghost pepper, during the stream, because we're gonna have a vasectomy stream. There's 7 days off to make full use of it.
Oh shit.
Oh, what?
2 more videos not suitable for advertisers.
Shoot, which one?
My favorite Markiplier sketch.
That one's done?
And Agnostic Reads the Bible.
Oh, that one I wasn't that surprised about. The Markiplier.
Do you want me to request a review on the Markiplier one?
Yeah. That is so weird. It's like sometimes it doesn't even make any sense. But that's why I'm glad that we're gonna have the 3 channels, the Twitch channel too. So that way, if something happens to YouTube, well, at least we got Twitch, and if something happens to Twitch, at least we got YouTube. And you know, the likelihood of both of them going out or changing where we can't do anything with them is pretty low. Another Eyesore. Still not dropping, man. I'm gonna be doing this the whole stream.
Jack now.
Great. I'll get the cat. Oh.
Oh.
Hi viewer, how's your day going? Doing okay? I'm trying to get the Eyesore pet.
Video. So I put up the anxiety video, and then I'm gonna put up and schedule for tomorrow the
Start doing giveaways. I have too much trash in my base. Yeah, that'd be good. One way you could do it is like you'd say 1.3 console update preparation giveaway or something like that. I get this pet, I swear I'm gonna make so many copies. So many. Now, the funny thing would be if it would be sad, but very funny. I finally get the pet right, but I exit without saving. I forget to turn on out. Get off the freaking dog. The dog keeps getting up on, wow, 5 viewers. Hi guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. I'm trying to get the Eyesore pet to get all the pets before the 1.3 update. But if you want me to fight bosses or anything, you just let me know, and I will switch. But right now, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to get the pet from the Eyesore. The tough part is it's a 6% chance drop, and the Eyesore is a very rare enemy for Solar Eclipse. But yeah, if you guys want me to do something more interesting, I know this is probably kind of boring, but if you do, you just let me know, and I will switch and fight, you know, like the Frost Moon and or the Pumpkin Moon, and try to get to Wave 15 and get the Morningwood trophy, because I haven't gotten that yet. I got the Pumpkin trophy, but I didn't get the Morningwood one. And the other part is I've never been able to beat Frost Moon Wave 15. Which is another reason why I'm hoping for the 1.3 update. I've tried to set up some AFK farms, but I just couldn't get it to work that great, really. So. Frankenstein.
Connor's got a bunch of flavored waters.
Hello, I'm farming Dungeon 3 Paladins. I'm farming Dungeon 3 Paladin spawn, and they all drop shields. That's awesome.
Here, let me help you with this.
It took me a while to get the hammer.
I've noticed an issue with this being here. You can't see the chat.
Oh.
Let me move the stuff for you and move it a little bit closer. There, that should be better.
Keep that back.
I do that too when I'm sitting there. You have to lean like way over.
I love her so much. She's so supportive and always helpful. I love her. And I'm proud of her. She is so smart. She's doing so good at school.
Yeah, I wish she'd grade my other stuff. So I know what my final grade is.
She might very well get honor roll. And
there's gonna be weekly updates too on our.
Yay! Thank you for the invite. See, good win. 948. Unfortunately, we don't have PlayStation Plus. Yeah, but I appreciate it though. One thing I would love to have that from PS Plus.
Sorry, leave me annoyed for a second.
So,
Oh, you were doing a video on this one. I thought that was that one too. Are you trying the coffee?
oh yeah.
Coffee.
But what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought, guys. Oh yeah, the one thing I'd like to get is the coin gun, because I think it's like nearly impossible to get the natural way in PlayStation. I don't think you can even get it the natural way, so you kind of have to hack. But once you get the coin gun, that can do insane amounts of damage. I could get to the frost moon with that combined with shroomite armor. Man, you could probably deal like 500 damage plus with each hit, and that shoots fast. And I got the duplication glitch, so I can make plenty of platinum coins. So I'd love to have that. That'd be so cool to have. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Not quite. Yeah, so we're talking about tomorrow to start the stream at 8 to 9. Do an hour stream. The reason for that tomorrow is because we're trying to get Twitch affiliate, and we've matched and exceeded every criteria except for average viewers. And we're thinking we've gotten tips if we shorten our streams, then the average viewers will rise for that. Like if we get 8 people in an hour, then that average will be good. Whereas if you stream for 4 hours, it kind of dilutes those 8 viewers. Well, I think my favorite weapon class is melee. Because melee, you don't have to manage with ammunition or with mana potions. You don't have to wear like a mana flower to replace your stuff. And I have been doing more summon stuff though, because I've been doing a summoner mix, and I didn't realize what great utility and how useful they are, especially when you're building. I'll have like my Sharknadoes from the Tempest staff, and I'll be building stuff, and they can like kind of protect me and guard me a little bit while I'm building, and it's highly useful. I highly recommend that if you're going to be building stuff and these enemies get in your way, they can kind of eliminate, especially if it's pretty hard mode enemies. Like I've been building the ice biome in hell. I'll show you real quick. Ice biome in hell. And I gotta get started on working that again. The only reason why I'm not doing it is because right now it's not interesting, and plus I'm trying to get all the pets before the 1.3 update. But I've been working on this snow and hell biome thing where I'm creating kind of like an ice dungeon. I'm about a third or halfway done. Basically somewhere between a third and halfway. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to work on this, like maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do an hour stream of, well, maybe not, because probably on my day off. On my day off, I will just dedicate, it was in a couple days. It's my Thursday right now. In a couple days, and I'll just dedicate like 4 or 5 hours. I'll get it all done in one chunk, and I'll just get it all done and finally get over with. Because it's gonna be really cool to fight the wall of flesh inside this thing. It's going to make for a great video, and I think we could probably use it for the trailer once we set up the Let's Play channel trailer. That's another thing we got to do, baby, is we do a Let's Play channel trailer, and we got to do a vlog channel trailer. That way, if we ever choose to like promote the videos, our channels, we can use those trailers to promote.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the things we're going to do. We're gonna try to see if that trick works, where you do a shorter stream, and that way if the amount of viewers you get is not diluted as much. Whereas like if you get like 15 viewers in a 4-hour period, it's not as good as getting 8 people in an hour period, probably. So we're gonna test that out to see if that works, just enough to get Twitch affiliate. We're nearly there. We've got matched every other criteria. It's just average viewers is the one that we don't have. And we've tried other games like Crash Bandicoot, Resident Evil 7, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, and we don't get that many viewers on those. Terraria is the only one we really get any good average viewers with. And I expect that's going to increase with the 1.3 update. That's going to be huge hype on that. So I expect our numbers to really go up once that happens. And it's fully expected to happen sometime this September, probably mid to late September. It'd be funny if right now the like update pops up like bing. That would be really funny. It's probably not going to happen, but it's really funny. So I've got 2 more days to work.
Oh my god.
What?
These people that are posting today the first week discussion when the first week's been over for 2 days.
Wow. Yeah, it's like I said, you're one of the best students in that class, just like you were in the last class. My baby is so smart, and she's worked so hard. Lots of people probably see you have in-game gear and they want it. Yeah, that's probably what it is. We get asked that question so many times if we have PS Plus. There's a few people who mod, like Obnoxious Maddie, he mods, and he has this whole summon character where he can summon 18 Sharknadoes with the Tempest Staff, like 18 summons. And it'd be crazy to, like, if I had that capability, if I was that capable to do mods and stuff, I would have a video of 18 Sharknadoes versus bosses. And that's what I would do. But it'd be awesome if they would do that. And that's what I'm going to be doing with all the new content in 1.3. Like, I'll be redoing I've got a bunch of boss videos on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. If you check under our info, I've got like the Terrorblade versus the bosses, Flareon, which in my opinion Flareon is my favorite weapon so far. Before the 1.3 update, I think probably the Terrarian will be my favorite after the 1.3 update, because it's kind of like an upgraded Flareon. Especially if you have the yo-yo bag with you. Now, I think with the 1.3 update, it balances out the classes a little bit better. Like, the armor, you know, really helps. It's better armor because the Struvite armor was kind of okay, but it wasn't as good defense-wise. And you would have to stand still, for good. But with the Vortex armor, I don't think you have to stand still. So that's good. And then it's the same thing with the magic too. The magic's armor is better, and the magic weapon is really good. Like, the last prism is really good, really powerful. So, you know, it's useful. Because right now, before the 1.3 update, like almost all the melee weapons, a lot of like the upper melee ones, do as much damage as the magic one. So, you know, and the Flareon. Yeah, there's so many things, so many bosses and stuff. There's endless. Like, I could probably do 100 different videos for YouTube with the new content that's going to be coming out. And just redoing the boss battles that I already did with the weapons, like with the new solar armor, which is probably the armor the main armor I'm gonna use. I could redo all the high power melee videos that I did before with bosses and redo all those, but better and more well done, because I'm always growing every day, so they'll be better than the previous ones, and that will be exciting. And then with all the hype for the 1.3 update, I can see us gaining a lot of followers and subscribers. Now again, sometimes I build things up too much in my head, both good and bad, so maybe I'm building up too much in my head and it's not going to be quite as good as I make it in my head to be. But oh, thank you, Redbird219. I'll accept the friend request afterwards. For some reason, when I'm broadcasting and streaming, the friend request things don't work quite as well. For some reason, it takes a long time for it to load up. Maybe it's because the internet's doing two things at once. For whatever reason, it just doesn't work that well. But afterwards, after the stream, I accept friend requests. But yeah, I don't know. If you guys want me to do something else, you know, if this is boring you just let me know. I can switch to boss battles, or I can, you know, do something else. Right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the Izor pet, which is a 6% chance drop. I'm trying to get all the pets before the 1.3 update because there's going to be new pets in the 1.3 update, and then I'll have to get those too if I don't get it before then. I've got like 4 or 5 pets left to get. I've got the lizard egg to get. I've got to get the Izor pet. I've got to get the beeswax. I've got to get the freaking fish from the ice chest, and I got to get the toy sled from the ice mimics. Another broken hero sword. There's an Izor. Please let this be the one. Nope. Got 2 broken hero swords, but no freaking pet yet. But we're gonna be so stoked. It's only a matter of time before we get Twitch affiliate. The more followers you get, the more average viewers you're gonna have, and that's the only thing we need left really for the Twitch affiliate is average viewers. Right now we're at a 1 average viewer. Right now we need to get to 3. But we've got a good turnout on this one, so thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate Michelle for being so supportive. Michelle and her family have been so supportive of this, and not only has she supported my dream, but she's joined me on it, and we're in this together, and that's, you know, that's like the greatest thing ever. Not only do I get to do all this stuff, but I get to have my best friend and the love of my life with me the whole way through. I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Wow, another broken hero. If the broken hero swords were Izor pets, I'd swear I'd be so lucky, but nope. If the Izors weren't so freaking rare, if they're as common as the Frankensteins and everything else. And at first I thought, you know, the Izor is rare because, you know, doesn't fit the Universal Studios classic monster movie monsters that they have, like Frankenstein, the vampire, the Swamp Thing, that type of thing. But the Reaper doesn't fit that either, and there's plenty of Reapers around. So I don't know why they chose to make Izor so rare. Maybe they wanted to make a super powerful version. The other weird thing that I don't get either is the maybe it happened with the 1.3 update on the original PC. Maybe that's what it is. But there's the other. Once the 1.3 update happens, we'll have a bunch new enemies for the solar eclipse. We'll have Mothron, of course, but we'll also have like Pinhead. And we'll get the nail gun from him. We have the Psycho, and with the Psycho knife, which is a really interesting weapon because it's kind of like the Shroomite armor. Like you have to stand still, and then you do a bunch of damage with the first hit, then you have to stand still again, and that would be an interesting thing to fight the boss battles with. And there's, of course, there's the trying to forget the butcher ones, which with the chainsaws, which is obviously a reference to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that'll be really cool with the chainsaw to use, you know, against bosses. That would be awesome, especially for Halloween, October time, which the 1.3 update should be out by October at the very, like, if it's not out by October, which is part of the 4th quarter, it's gonna be, people are gonna be bad. By all intent, the odds are it should be out by this month in September, at the very least towards the end of it. But Enderbrine, hi Enderbrine. How's your day going? I hope your day's going well. Trying to freaking get the Izor pet. Taking me forever. Oh, I got a funny idea. I got a funny idea. I gotta show you. I gotta show you guys. Now, one of the recent interesting boss battle videos that I uploaded to YouTube recently is boulders versus bosses. And I had this not weird, but this interesting fascination with boulders because for the longest time I thought boulders were going to be boring and you can only use one at a time and all this stuff. But I found out you can stack boulders. Not only can you stack boulders like vertically, but if you hit the bottom one, all of them fall. And it's kind of like a mesmerizing thing, and I've got this whole Connect 4, you know, the old Connect 4 game where you drop something and it falls all the way down type style thing. And I'll show you real quick. There's my Christmas holiday house because I love winter, I love fall. Fall's coming up, guys. It's starting to cool down a little bit. It's been very hot here. It's been like in the mid-upper 90s. But it's starting to cool. It's going to go back to the 80s now. This is my very simple Frost and Pumpkin Moon arena here. It's not that best, but it's something. Then over here, it's further up ahead. This it'll take a while, but we'll see it soon. Here we go. Here's the boulders. Bunch of boulders just stacked up. And I've been able to actually beat some bosses. Now there's the Slime King, which obviously that one's easy to do. But there's the Destroyer, which I didn't think I was going to be able to beat a hard mode boss, but I was able to beat a hard mode boss with this setup here. So many boulders. So I'll show you what happens when you knock down one, and then it falls. Watch, you'll see. Falls like that, and then they all follow like that. And you see all those going. Here we go. It's kind of mesmerizing to watch them too. It reminds me, like, if you've ever played Solitaire on the old PCs and stuff, after you're done, all the cards topple down and everything, and I don't know what the reason was, if it's some type of glitch, but the cards would have a trail behind them, and that's what this kind of reminds me of when you see the trail like that of all the boulders, that there's so many of them and they're so close together. It's like a blur effect, like a trail effect. It's actually kind of a fun way to fight the solar eclipse. Do this. There you go. That is so cool. This actually makes it kind of interesting, yeah, because here we go. Here's another one. Oh shoot, I got too close. Oh no, it was the Swamp Thing got me. That's a lot of boulders, yeah. I'm gonna try to do Wall of Flesh next. That's my next project. I've got so many projects though going on, so many things. There's just not enough time in the day. There's really not, especially when you're working. But yeah, I've got a project to try to beat the Wall of Flesh. Like that's a challenging one. I've tried to do it, where you set up a high stack and then catch up to it, but then eventually, the boulder, if the boulders got stuck behind the Wall of Flesh and kept doing damage, then it would work. But the tough part is it moves past the Wall of Flesh at some point. Broke a hero sword farm. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've been trying to get the freaking eyes. I've gotten so many. I've gotten 5. Oh, I died again. I've gotten 5 freaking broken hero swords, but not one Izor pet. And I double checked like 2 or 3 times. I looked on the achievements thing for the Xbox. I looked on, or the PlayStation. And I looked on the Gamepedia and the Wikia for Terraria, and I've seen nothing to indicate that it's only PC. And I say that because at one point in time I was looking up when we were first starting Terraria. I was looking up this thing to beat the Wall of Flesh, and it was the bee's knees from the Queen Bee. which is a really cool bow and arrow that shoots out bees that home in on the thing. And I thought that would, because bee nades work really great on the wall of flesh when you're first starting out the first time. And so I thought the bee's knees would be even better. But the thing is, the bee's knees is only PC. And so I ended up fighting freaking the queen bee like 20 times. Michelle and I still laugh about that to this day. You know, like if I have a hard time finding anything in Terraria and she says you're going for the bee's knees, huh? that's what she'll tell me. And of course, this is the arena for the Plantera. This is like a really kind of like mossy, epic green area with the Plantera, and I have like a small mini Plantera kind of farm over here to the right, where I've created a bunch of. You can see at least one Plantera bulb there, and just a bunch of dirt rows and stuff like that, grassy dirt, jungle grass. This is kind of like a really cool epic arena for the Plantera. It's pretty big if you look on the map. Big, and of course there's OVA written in the clouds there. Then we've got the OVA with the Crimtane and the Ebonstone. So yeah, we will definitely be covering the 1.3 update. So if you're looking forward to that, you know, please stay tuned, and we'll. I play this like literally every day. So if the 1.3 update happens, I will be. I can't guarantee that I will be the first person to play it, but I can guarantee I will be one of the first. Like probably one of the first 1,000 people. Yeah, there's so many buffs. I got a bunch of stuff like not even meaning to, and I press X because the shine potion and especially the battle potion, which summons up more spawns. I've been debating on whether I should just go ahead and get a water candle or not, but
Bruce T, Louise. Bruce T.
are you naming the title of it?
No, I like when you go the 1-inch punch and then you go like this. I don't know why, but it just cracks me the fuck up every time. I'm like, what is he? I know what you were talking about. I'm gonna give you the 1-inch punch tonight. Ah!
So there is finally an update since July 2016. Yeah. This is supposed to be the last month for it. This is the last month of quarter 3. So if they don't deliver this time, people are already mad that it got extended to the 3rd quarter. And not only did it get extended to the 3rd quarter, but it wasn't even the 1st or the 2nd month of 3rd quarter, it's the 3rd month. It should always have the water candles, battle potions, and a flat surface for enemies to line up to their doom. Yeah, I honestly, what it was is I thought this was going to be easier than it turned out to be, and I thought it would find it right away and that I wouldn't need to farm. Like the lizard egg farm, the lizard egg is so rare, it's like below 1% that I'm gonna have to set up an AFK farm for that. But with this, I thought because it's a 6% drop that I wouldn't need a farm, and so I had kind of auto saved it saved it right in the middle of the solar eclipse. And the solar eclipses, that's the other thing that will be great for the 1.3 update, is you can get solar tablets in the 1.3 update, solar fragments to make a solar tablet to summon it, and that will be really useful to have. But until then, solar eclipses are pretty rare, so I kind of painted myself into a corner where I didn't have the AFK thing set up. And like, I know if I do set it up, that's going to cut into a lot of time in the solar eclipse, and I might be able to make a very rudimentary setup fairly quickly, just with water candles and a small pit, and then just have some ravens and the raven staff there.
What?
I can't find my controller.
Connor, it's in there somewhere. You're the last one that played with it.
It's your responsibility. You gotta find it, bud. Yeah, Michelle says he wasn't into video games before I was here. Oh, he's left in there, Brian. He found it.
It was in the bathroom.
That's how much of a gamer he is. Like before I was here, Michelle said that he wasn't a gamer.
Nope.
Remember in the early stages of our relationship when we were talking on Facebook, you asked me what kind of games?
And you said Minecraft. And now it's been like ever since.
Yeah, like in our early stages of dating, we would talk on Facebook Messenger for like 4 hours a day, was it, or more? Sometimes more than 4 hours, right?
Yeah. What?
When we were first dating, we would talk on Facebook Messenger for like 4 hours.
For a long fucking time.
Yeah, and it didn't. The funny thing is, it didn't feel long either, and that's how we knew there was something special. And I still think about that to this day, how special it is. And I love you, Peppa. Take care. But yeah, I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm already gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the water candles. I'm gonna get the water candles and the raven staff, and we'll set up a very basic setup because I. Oh, here's another thing that I did. That we did is OVA Let's Play, and it has a creeper right above it. Bat Scepter is so good. Yeah, the good thing about. Oh, yeah, the Bat Scepter. Yeah, it homes in on. I like that as a magic weapon. That's a good weapon. The thing about it I like about the Raven Staff is it stays within blocks and it won't like wander away. Like if you set it up and trapped it within blocks, it won't go away. But the Tempest Staff I generally like better when I'm building stuff. Like if I'm doing a building project, I like that better. This is the Halloween house. It's very different from the Christmas house. But I got OVA set up with the rune wall thing here, and this is Harold. Harold, say hi. And these are his babies. It heals like 10 per bat. Yeah, if you use the healing, or if you use the magic armor, yeah, it heals, which is really good. Actually, it's pretty useful. Then of course this is the Halloween, all the Halloween stuff. Go. So I got the Raven Staff. Now I just got to get the funny part about this, and I highly recommend. Obnoxious Matt told me about this. Now I built this house with Gem Spark wall, or a lot of it. This edition here with Gem Spark. I don't recommend you use Gem Spark because if you're playing 2 players, because Michelle cannot join this world. It like crashes for her, and I couldn't figure out what it was at first, but I think the Gem Spark is just a lot too much. So if I could go back in time, I would get rid of the Gem Spark. But I did this thing where I got rid of the Gem Spark and she still couldn't join for some reason, so I don't know. Once you build, I guess, I don't know what happens, but...
My friend has the Gamer Club card from Best Buy.
Uh-huh.
20% off new games and 10% off used, and he said we could use it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we just have to give him his phone number.
That would be good, yeah. That's really useful. That's gonna be great. I got the giant harpy feather. Let's see. I think I'll show you the bone feather. I think you're talking about that before, Carly Snow. I got the bone feather. Pokemon gotta catch him. It's you and me, Pokemon. No, it's my destiny. In the world we must defend. Pokemon Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. So we go with the traps here. Go get some water candles. Get some, where's the shelves? There's the shelves. Yeah, I used to use tables for water candles, but then I found out how easy it is to use brass shelves. You just have to find a wall, and that's it. So it's so much easier to use shells, at least for me. In my opinion, I think it's easier. So here we go. Ah! I still not have figured out how teleporters work. I need to work on that. Another thing that I hope that works in the 1.3 update is hoiking. It's H-O-Y-K. It's where you set up like jagged blocks and it makes you jump up ahead. And I figured that combined with the frozen slime bridge would make transportation really easy. I gotta find a good section over here. This was a house I attempted to build. And then I realized because it's in the corruption that you can't really build. An NPC can't stay there. So here's a fairly decent spot right here. Trying to be quick, that way I can maximize the time. Ideally, I should have had this built beforehand, but I didn't know it was going to be this much of a quest to freaking get it. Get the thing. Here we go. Okay. There we go. The only thing that I have to be honest with you and your family and friends to join the team is available for the first time in New York. I've got no idea what that's about. What's going on with New York? Come on. There's nothing. So weird. Oh, there's a bunch of enemies. That's why. Okay. Alright, I know what I should do now. What I should do is I should build... There we go. Built a bridge. Ah! Shoot. Oh, everything is fine now. There we go. Use that. There we go. We got a kind of a very simple AFK farm here. Here we go. So much better now. Here we go, here's Izor, he's coming. That's the main one we gotta be concerned with, is Izor, so. It figures. I finally set up the AFK and I get the ice spring. I got it, guys. I got the ice spring. I got the ice spring. Yes. Yes. I got it, guys. You saw it here first. The moment I set up the AFK thing. I got it, baby. I got the ice. I got the ice spring. That's one less pet left to get. Now I gotta set up the Lizard one now. So now I can turn autosave back on. Yeah, I got it, guys. Let's see what it looks like. I bet it looks cool. Oh wow, it does look cool. Out of all the pets, I think this one and the guinea pig are my favorite so far. Reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas, that Jack in the... Oh, it fell. Wonder what it looks like when it flies. Oh, it looks like an Eye of Cthulhu, or like one of those eye things. That is so cool. That's awesome. There we go. So yeah, I got it, guys. Awesome. Time to duplicate. Duplicate that so many times. Here we go. Get rid of some things here. Iron skin, that'll be useful to have. Definitely want to keep that. I don't need that. Don't need that. Got that already. Nope. Maybe worm tooth. I might need worm tooth for something later on. I might actually end up duplicating that along with the eye. Don't need that. Alright, we're pretty good to go now. Alright. Whoa! Oh, that's because I have the buff going on. Freaking battle thing. Alright. I get this. The only thing I have to do for a while back and forth between the two. The only thing that I have to do it for a while back and forth between the two of us. Are you doing this for a while? I have a good idea. I'll be doing it, let me see the phone. I think I'll be doing it for the next half hour. No, 24 minutes. I've got 24 minutes left, guys. So, almost, I'll end it right now it's at 1 hour and 35 minutes. I'll end it right at 2 hours. That way it's a good 2-hour stream. Yeah, sometimes technology can be as much of a burden as it is a benefit. Like, sometimes technology creates problems almost as much as it creates solutions. So yeah, out of all the pets I like that one, and I like the my favorite pet is Wisp in a Bottle. I like that the best because it lights up everything as you go. The next best one to that is probably the fairy one, especially if you're doing a Legend of Zelda character. It's typing random words. Oh, that's not good. Did you get hacked, or is it doing autocorrect on you? Or? That doesn't sound good. Whenever you're duplicating a rare item like this, you always want to make sure if you have two to keep one in your inventory just in case. You don't ever want to lose a rare item like that. Here we go. I'll get this last duplication thing, and then I'll put it in the pets chest, and I will show you all the pets that I have so far. The next one to get is going to be a tough one. I might have enough time to try to get the ice mimic, the toy sled. I might have enough. That's what I'm going to try next. If I can't do it, I'll set up an I'll set up an AFK farm. So here's I'll get to the pet chest. Here we go. Here's the pets. These are the ones that I got. Some of these are duplicates, like the pet guinea pigs, because we like guinea pigs. And of course the bone keys, because I thought those were super rare at the time. Then I got like some spare ones here. This is where I keep the boulders. Go. There we go. So yep. Now the only thing left to do, well, the only thing left to do is go look for the ice mimic now. In the it has to be in hard mode. And it has to be in the underground snow biome. Viewers, join Team OVA today to get daily streams every day. Thank you, Ender Brian. Ender Brian. Go. Yay. Oh, one of the things I wanted to show you guys, wow, 7 viewers, thank you guys so much. I gotta end the stream in about 20 minutes. Unfortunately, I gotta go to work. I wish I didn't have to go to work, but I think a lot of people feel that way. Do these leaves zoom in? No, they don't zoom in. I just happen to hit the, but I think a lot of people feel that way, that they would rather not go to work if they could choose. But yeah, I built this thing over here on this other side of the world. It's it goes back to a Markiplier stream, or he was doing a stream. I forget what the charity was, but there was a guy called Alaskan Blue Jay, and he told the story about, you know, a starfish, and about how there's this boy that walks, you know, to school every day, and he walks past the beach, and every day he's throwing like hundreds of starfish end up on the shore and everything, and and he keeps throwing them in the ocean along the way to save them. And this man sees him, you know, throw the starfish in every day, you know, and then eventually he confronts the little boy and says, you know, hundreds of starfish, you know, wind up on the ocean every day. You know, you're not gonna be able to save them all. What does it matter in the big scheme of things? You know, grand scheme. You know, why do you try it all? You know, how does it make any difference? How does it even matter? And he picks up one of the starfish and he throws it in the ocean. He says, well, it mattered to that one. And on the stream, that made a big difference, and people were donating like $1 and saying starfish and stuff. And so with that kind of spirit in mind, I made this hashtag starfish. I made it out of starfish star lanterns, sun plate blocks, and little starfishes are on top of the letters. And on the bottom, there's a bunch of starfishes too. So yep. So hashtag starfish. You can even see it on the map. Hashtag starfish. So that was really cool, because I'm a big Markiplier fan, and I thought that was a really cool story. And the fact that, you know, I told Michelle, if we ever, like, one day, like 5 years from now, or when we're mid-level, like Let's Players, you know, and we have enough people watching where we can make a good positive difference, we'll do charity streams too. And I think that's one of the cool things that Markiplier leads. Shoot, I forgot about the water. I had to wear the moon shell, so I could be a merman and so I didn't have to worry about drowning water. But that's one of the cool ways that Markiplier influences people to do better, and eventually we'll do charity streams too. It's just right now we could do a charity stream, but it's not gonna. We only have like 100 followers right now. I'm like, maybe when we have 1,000, maybe we could do something. But with only 100 people, it'd be cool and everything, but it's not gonna do that great. But I told Michelle, like, later on we get 1,000+ people, we can start doing charity streams. Hashtag Team Ova. Thank you, Ender Brian. I was telling them about the starfish story and the project I did where I built the hashtag starfish over here. And about how when we become mid-level, like, Let's Players one day, we can do streams and stuff.
Yep. Charity stream.
Yep, charity streams. You okay, Pooh? You want me to turn off the mic or anything, or?
You have 5 viewers right now. So
okay, cool. Thank you, baby.
Maybe we'll see what I got through the store. I get this cool pixelated.
Oh wow, it's a pixelated Nightmare Before Christmas. You gotta show that for sure.
You guys can't see it, but it's like...
You can't see that it's pixelated, but...
It's pixelated, yeah. I have to wash it all though, you know. We got Nick a cute shirt too.
Yeah, I was trying to find it where I could wear it, so I could wear it, but I couldn't find it.
I got this sheet. Now we're not Doctor Who fans, but feel how soft this sheet is.
Oh wow, that is the softest.
So I got this sheet. It's like the, what's it called? The phone booth or whatever it is. But because the thrift store was having a sale today, so all the stuff that's soft, like clothes, bed and bath, was half off.
Oh wow.
So I got this sheet, because me and Nick only use the bottom sheet. So I get thrift store sheets, because I can clean it anyway. So I got this sheet for $2.
I will help you reach your goal. Aw, thank you, Ender Brian. Ender Brian's so supportive too. Thank you so much, Ender Brian. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching the stream.
Thank you guys so much. Every single, oh, we got 6 now.
Every single person counts, just like the star.
Every person helps. Every person counts. Every person matters.
Yeah, just like the starfish story. Every starfish counts. Matters to the starfish. It kind of reminds me of another quote. Is to the world you might just be another person, but to another person you are their world. And that's
Well,
how
that's you,
and that's how I feel about you, Beth.
No, I didn't.
Huh?
I said I said it first.
You knew where I was going with that, yeah. You knew I was gonna say you.
And we do have a Twitter and Instagram. I run all that though. Nick doesn't really.
Yeah, I occasionally I share videos on Twitter, like from the YouTube thing. So
No, we share it on the. We have it set up
where if we share it on.
where if we post it, it shares on our Twitter off the vlog channel. We can set it up like that for the Let's Play too.
That'd be cool too, yeah.
Because you can write when you go to put something on. You can put like what you. No, that is not for you. Sorry.
Yeah, one of the things I thought about doing for the our channel art and stuff, especially since we mainly do Terraria, is to set up OVA, the Let's Play with letters, but with different biomes.
Oh yeah.
Representing
cool.
each letter, like especially with trees coming out, like we could do the like O with the hallow trees, and then like V, and then with the corruption.
Oh, did you see what
And
he
then
said?
since me and Matt and Sheep Fuzz are all part of Team OVA.
Yeah, she posted that the other day. So are you Team OVA? She's not gonna end it right because I am.
Aw, that would be cool.
I thought this was the cutest fucking thing.
Is that a rat?
It's
or
a
cat?
rat.
Yeah.
Remember when Lily and you had to
That-
let me out?
There's a funny video.
I got this. I'm weird and I like haunted house. I keep this kind of stuff up all year round.
Yeah.
So I got this little.
We got a new pet. We named him Boney.
His name's Skelly.
Skeleton.
The skeleton rat. He'll be right here next to Nick's Blue Yeti. Just keeping
looking
Nick
at-
company.
just
Just
looking
staring at you. Just watching you play games. Creepy at
That's
all.
not creepy. Yeah. That's what.
And I got another one of these because ours is falling apart. You know
oh
how that
yeah.
one hole is like.
Yeah, that one is bad.
So I have to replace that one.
Ice Merman. I almost thought the Ice Merman was the freaking the icy chest thing, but I think I'm at the right level now. But thank you guys so much for being on Team OVA. Team OVA. We gotta set up that same thing too, where we can give people points and a whole currency thing.
You have to do it though when you play PC.
Oh, it has to be PC
It
only.
has to be PC.
Oh. So once I was talking about the upgrade and everything, how it'd probably be cheaper just to turn the current computer in.
Yeah.
But if anyone's gonna get a gaming computer, it should be you, Bebe. It should be. Ooh. If it goes really well, we should both be able to get a computer.
That would be nice.
Both get a gaming computer. Like I could turn in the current one. I could turn in the current one that we have.
Is it my food?
So yeah, just 10 more minutes, guys. It's almost the end of the stream.
Papa.
I'm trying to get.
Jack does that.
No,
It's not gonna fall.
you might be trying to. So it's very pretty down here with the crystal shards, but I think that might be blocking the. Because it's a hollow ice biome now, it might be blocking the ice mimics. But then again, mimics are kind of a rare enemy, anyways. The rarest enemy is like the as far as I know, is the nymph. But the nymph.
No, I'm a nymph.
Yes, you are. And you are rare. But if you can get the nymph banner, then that's like an achievement in and of itself, because you have to beat something 50 times. Name the dog Grim. Yeah, it's a weird skeleton rat, basically. So we can name it Grim. Yeah, something I also haven't gotten is the frozen turtle shell too. So that'd be a good accessory to have. So whenever I see a frozen turtle, I'm going after that for sure. Wow, look how pretty. That's the most manliest thing I've ever said in my life. Oh, look how pretty. Anyway.
Name the dog Grim. That's a cute name. It's a rat.
There's a funny story we have, and it's on the vlog channel actually, where Lily Girl, the beige cat, the female one, we had a skeleton cat that would make cat noises, and we kept playing it over and over again, and then eventually the cat bit me on the face. And we had that on the vlog channel, and that's one of the great things about having a vlog channel like that is it's like a living photo album. Like we get to look back on memories, and they're kind of like immortalized.
I remember seeing when we first got Louise.
Yeah.
Because then you can kind of gauge like how far along it was, like how long ago.
And then like back when I had the beard before the beard, I shaved the beard stream, and I look better now without the beard. Yeah, I don't think it... I'm lucky I got the ice spring, and I'm so happy about that I got the ice spring, because it's ironic too, because right when I set up the AFK farm for it, it's right away I get it. Oh dear God, spiders. The spiders in here used to really bother me, but after a while, like, they're not that bad looking. So I don't think I'll be... I might have to set up an AFK farm too for the ice mimic as well. We have to set up 2 separate AFK farms tomorrow, the ice mimic farm and then the lizard egg farm.
Don't forget tomorrow you're doing an hour.
Oh, I'm doing an hour, so I might not do that farm tomorrow. I might just do the... Well, I gotta do something interesting though, so... Trying to think what I'll do, because tomorrow I'll be streaming from 8 to 9 California time. Pacific time. Oh, I gotta think of something interesting. I could try the pumpkin moon again. That's probably what I'll do for part of it, is the pumpkin moon. Because I thought about building the hell biome, but people are not going to want to stay if I'm building the frozen part in hell. I could try to do the boulders versus wall of flesh tomorrow too. But that takes up a lot of setup, and people might not want to watch that either. But because basically what I gotta do is I gotta create like a whole mechanism with actuators. The actuators, you can make blocks movable, like move through them. So what I have to do is I'd have to set up a bunch of blocks and then put the actuators on them, through them, and then have that connected to a wire down in the underworld. And then I'd have to set up the boulders on top of those blocks, and that way when I press the switch, the actuators would go off, and then it would become transparent and the boulders would fall. And that way I'd have to set up like multiple locations like that where the actuators would trigger and set off a bunch of stacks of boulders at once. And then another spot where a bunch of boulders fall, and I'd have to make a straight walkway, as straight as I can. Now, one thing I found out that was interesting is I thought when you got to the end of the world with the wall of flesh, that I thought it would just double back, but what it does is it kills you right away. It doesn't matter how good your armor is. Like, I have got dragon armor, which is arguably one of the best armors. Like one of the top 5 armors that you could have at the end of hard mode. And I still died. Like, it's almost like the dungeon guardian type of kill, or it's like almost instant. I thought about doing a video where you try to survive the dungeon guardian. Like, if you get your armor with enough buffs and everything, you can survive. That's what I've heard. Like, if you get your armor good enough, like with the iron skin and a bunch of different things, and with the turtle armor, not the turtle, the beetle armor, the beetle defensive one, you can, especially if you have the endurance potion too, where it's like 10% reduction in damage. Almost time, guys. We're like less than 1 minute off. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys so much for the stream. We will be covering the 1.3 update. It could be happening any moment now. Now, there was a video by Chippy Gaming where he said it's not coming out this week because some retail stores did this preemptive thing where they said the 1.3 update is coming out on their thing for the videos, but Pipeworks confirmed that it's not going to be anytime soon. This month, it's not going to be this early than this month. It's probably going to be mid to late September. So I got some time. I got enough time, hopefully, to get the rest of the pets. I've got the lizard egg one, and I gotta get the toy sled. I gotta get the beeswax, and I've gotta get the freaking baby fish, the fish. You get the baby penguin from the ice chest. I've gone through 40 ice chests, and I still have not been able to get it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Please stay tuned for more good content, and we'll be covering the 1.3 update. So, yay! Thank you guys. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow, 8 to 9 p.m. for the Pacific Western Time.